Hey, it's Pierre. I got a little review to do of the iRacket's Lite 120 Power. I actually did a review of this a while back, and I'm revisiting it, and I'll explain why. And I'm going to just compare it to the Lite 120 Control, which is the Shibana racket. So the last time I reviewed this guy, I was saying I really had a hard time getting a feel for it. And somebody pointed out in the comments that I didn't have it strung correctly. I think I was missing 2 strings at the bottom, so that was kind of weird. And I didn't even notice. So I restrung it and gave it another try. And I'm just going to let you know how it went. Basically, these 2 rackets are the same head shape. This is the Shibana, if I didn't mention it. And this is the same head shape, just and same weight. Both are 120 grams. But the Power racket has fewer strings. I think it's 12 by 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 12 by 17. I think this is 14 by 18. So this has a more open stringy pattern. And it's supposed to give you more power. And I'm not even really sure why. I think the real reason is when you have more dense stringy pattern, it doesn't rebound as much, and so it's more control, but you don't get quite as much of that trampoline effect. You get less of it on the Shibana, the Control, and more of it on the Power. Just fewer strings means more rebound, and they also say you could maybe feel a little bit more grip on the ball just because the ball's really sinking kind of deep into these strings. So after I restrung it, I just had a hit with it, and I still had trouble getting a feel for this racket, totally honest with you. One problem, which is I think just, I don't know where it is, but there's like a rattle in the frame somewhere, which is driving me crazy. I haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of it. So that's just this racket, and that's, if you get one from I'm sure it'll be good. But for this one, it's just been driving me a little nuts. But even when I'm not feeling that, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know how to fix that. Anyway, even when I'm not feeling that rattle, I did actually really get great power from this in the warm-up. When I had time to really tee it up and take a big swing, I was really whacking the ball, and it felt really good in the warm-up. The problem was during the match, when I had less time to prepare for my shot, I was under pressure and stuff, I just couldn't get the same level of power because, my backswing had to be shorter, I was on the move, and I just couldn't get that same whip on the ball. And then I was also kind of losing a little control too. So my balls weren't as tight. I was under more pressure. So I really didn't get the full benefit of, I would say, of the Power racket. I think if I played with it more, just like this one, I don't know if I'll link to the other review, but basically, it took me a while to get used to this racket too. And once I did, it was really sweet. But it took 5 or 6 matches before I really felt it. And I've only used this once, so I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. But I personally am a fan of the more dense string pattern on the Control, the Shibana one, over the Power. I would only go with this one if you if you like that kind of open stringy pattern already. You might want to start with this one. But if you're have a look at whatever you're playing with and see if you kind of like that feel. If you're not sure, I would start with the Control. All right, thanks a lot.